Congratulations, God says. Only you have been chosen to receive huge amount of money. Don't tell this to anyone. It's only for you. If you skip this, you will lose all the money. Open it quickly before it's too late. Don't skip. My child, do not scroll away from this moment, because what I am placing before you is not ordinary, and the blessing attached to these words has your name written on it. I have watched your silent tears, your hidden struggles, your sleepless nights, and the fear you carried while pretending to be strong in front of everyone else. I am speaking directly to you because the season of lack is breaking, and what I release into your hands will shock the people who doubted your future. Stay here until the end, because missing these words could cause you to miss the very breakthrough you have prayed for in silence. Type 777 to receive blessings. I did not bring you this far to abandon you at the edge of your miracle. The money that is coming into your life is connected to doors I have already opened behind the scenes, even while you believed nothing was changing. There were nights when you cried in secret because bills increased, pressure grew heavier, and nobody truly understood how exhausted your soul had become. Yet through every painful hour, my hand remained over your life, protecting you from disasters you never even saw. I am now shifting the direction of your life because the season of barely surviving is ending and the season of divine overflow is beginning. Listen carefully because this is important for your spirit to understand. The wealth I am preparing for you is not arriving by accident, and it is not luck that will place it in your hands. I have been arranging people, opportunities, unexpected calls, and hidden favor to move in your direction at the exact time I appointed for you. Some doors had to remain closed until your heart was prepared to carry what you asked me for. If I had released everything earlier, the wrong people around you would have destroyed your peace and drained the blessing before it fully reached you. Within the next season of your life, you will witness sudden changes that cannot be explained by human logic alone. You will see financial burdens lifted from your shoulders in ways that leave you speechless because I am moving where others said nothing could happen. The money that is coming will not only meet your needs, but it will also restore your dignity after the humiliation you endured for so long. Many people saw your struggle but never offered help, and some secretly enjoyed watching you fight battles alone. I saw every moment, and I have not forgotten the pain you carried while trying to remain faithful. Before this blessing arrives fully, you must guard your spirit carefully. Not everyone around you is meant to know what I am preparing for you, because some people celebrate publicly while envying privately. I am asking you to stay close to me and remain silent about certain things until the appointed time is complete. There are people who smile at you while secretly praying for your downfall because they cannot understand why my favor remains on your life. But their opinions cannot stop what I already decided to release into your hands. My child, the enemy tried many times to convince you that your future would remain trapped in disappointment forever. There were moments when you almost gave up because nothing seemed to move despite your prayers and hard work. Yet every delay had a purpose, and every painful waiting season was shaping your strength for what is now coming. I was teaching you how to trust me when there was no visible sign of change. The reward for your endurance is now approaching faster than you realize. Do not mistake this season for another temporary moment of hope that fades away quickly. This time, the shift is real because I have spoken over your future and no person can reverse my decision. The financial increase that is entering your life will arrive through channels you never expected. One conversation, one opportunity, one connection, or one surprising event can completely change the direction of your life overnight. I am able to do more in a single moment than years of human effort could ever accomplish alone. There were times when you felt forgotten while watching others succeed around you. You wondered why your prayers seemed delayed while everyone else moved forward with ease. But I was protecting your destiny from things your eyes could not yet understand. Some people reached places too quickly and lost themselves because their hearts were not ready for the responsibility attached to success. I chose to build your character first because the blessing I am placing over your life must remain stable and protected. The financial blessing coming toward you is connected to restoration. I am restoring peace where anxiety lived for years. I am restoring confidence where fear once controlled your decisions. I am restoring hope where disappointment tried to convince you that nothing good could ever happen again. Even the things you believed were permanently lost are being touched by my power right now. Your story is not ending in failure because I already wrote victory into your future. Many people will not understand how quickly your life begins to change. They will remember the version of you that struggled, worried, and carried silent pain every day. They will be surprised when they see doors opening for you without explanation because they never understood the depth of my favor over your life. Some will try to return after ignoring you during your hardest moments. Others will suddenly speak kindly after years of doubting your worth. But I want you to remember who stayed beside you during the difficult seasons and who disappeared when you needed support most. Type yes to affirm. A leaked 9-word password is quietly transforming people's financial lives. More than 19,000 people have already used it to attract wealth, freedom, and peace. People are using it daily from their couch and reporting real financial breakthroughs. Scientists say it activates deep brain pathways linked to money, working far faster than traditional methods. This was once hidden by elites, and now it's spreading too fast. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. My child, I know there were moments when you sat alone wondering if your life would ever truly change. You smiled in front of people while carrying storms inside your heart that nobody could see. Every unpaid bill, every sleepless night, and every painful disappointment placed weight upon your spirit until you almost believed you were forgotten. But I never turned away from you for a single second, because even in your lowest moments, my hand remained over your future. What I am bringing into your life now is connected to every prayer you whispered while tears filled your eyes in silence. The financial blessing approaching you is not small, and it is not temporary. I am preparing something that will shift your environment, your mindset, and the way you see yourself forever. You have lived too long in survival mode, always worried about how tomorrow would unfold. I did not create you to spend your entire life trapped in fear and lack. I created you to walk in peace, confidence, and divine provision while knowing that I am your source through every season. There were people who underestimated you because they only saw your current situation and not the destiny I placed within you. They judged your struggle without understanding the spiritual battle you had been fighting for years. Some people spoke words over your life that wounded your confidence deeply, and those wounds stayed hidden inside your heart longer than anyone realized. Yet I allowed you to survive every painful season because your story was never meant to end in defeat. The blessing that is now moving toward you will become proof that my plans for your life were always greater than human opinions. Type 1111 if you walk by faith. I need you to understand something important right now. The enemy tried to exhaust you emotionally because he knew that your breakthrough was approaching closer each day. He wanted you to quit praying, quit believing, and quit expecting anything good from me. There were times when your faith became weak because disappointment surrounded you repeatedly. But even when your strength faded, my mercy continued carrying you forward. I protected opportunities with your name on them while you were still recovering from battles that almost broke your spirit. You must stop speaking negatively about your future because your season is changing already. The words you speak carry power over your mind and heart. Every time you declared that nothing good would happen, fear became stronger inside you. But now I want you to speak with expectation, because I am releasing favor over your life in ways you never imagined possible. The financial increase coming into your hands will not arrive to destroy you, but to establish stability and peace where chaos once lived. My child, there are blessings connected to obedience. Many people desire miracles, but few are willing to trust me completely while waiting for the answer. You continued walking even while carrying pain, confusion, and uncertainty. You still prayed during moments when it felt like heaven was silent. That faithfulness mattered more than you realize because I watched every small act of trust that nobody else noticed. Your reward is connected to your endurance, and your endurance is now opening doors that were once locked against you. I am removing certain people from your life because not everyone can go where I am taking you next. Some individuals only remained around you while you struggled because your pain made them feel comfortable. They celebrated your weakness secretly because they never expected you to rise above your situation. But when my blessing becomes visible over your life, many hidden intentions will suddenly become clear. Do not feel guilty for protecting your peace when I begin separating you from unhealthy connections. There is a reason I told you to stay spiritually alert during this season. Opportunities will begin appearing unexpectedly, and you must move with wisdom instead of fear. Some blessings will arrive quietly through conversations, invitations, and moments that seem ordinary at first. But behind those moments, my hand will already be guiding events in your favor. I can create one sudden breakthrough powerful enough to erase years of struggle and restore what pain tried to steal from you. Your current condition is not permanent. I know you became tired of hearing promises while seeing little visible change around you, but this time is different because I am moving things into place rapidly. Financial doors that stayed closed for years are beginning to open one after another. Delayed answers are finally arriving because the timing has now become complete. I am bringing increase into your life that will allow you to breathe again without constant fear about tomorrow. There are nights you cried because you felt embarrassed by your situation. You carried burdens privately because you did not want others to see how much pressure you were under. Sometimes you looked at your life and wondered if things would always remain difficult for you. But I was preparing you during those hidden seasons. I was building strength, wisdom, and humility inside your heart so that when the blessing arrived, it would not destroy your character. The wealth I place into your hands will carry responsibility. I do not bless you simply to impress people or feed pride. I bless you so peace can return to your home and hope can return to your heart. I bless you because your suffering has lasted long enough. I bless you because I know the pain you endured while waiting for relief. The blessing is not only financial, it is emotional restoration, spiritual renewal, and freedom from the fear that controlled your thoughts for far too long. Some people will call your breakthrough luck because they cannot understand the power of divine favor. They will not know about the nights you prayed while feeling emotionally exhausted. They will not know how many times you almost gave up completely. They only see the outcome, but I saw the entire journey from beginning to end. I saw your silent endurance, and now I am honoring the faith you continued holding on to despite everything you faced. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. What secret did elites use to attract wealth so easily? A simple 9-word password now leaked to the public. People are using it daily and watching money flow into their lives like never before. Scientists say it activates an ancient brain system tied directly to abundance, Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. It's already helped thousands become debt-free in just weeks. But this breakthrough is under pressure and may disappear at any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. My child, stop believing that you are behind in life. Delay does not mean denial, and waiting does not mean abandonment. I was protecting you from rushing into the wrong situations before the right doors appeared. The future I prepared for you requires stability, wisdom, and spiritual maturity. That is why I allowed certain seasons to shape you slowly before releasing greater blessings into your hands. Nothing you endured was wasted because every painful chapter was building strength for your next season. I am placing fresh confidence inside your spirit because fear can no longer control your decisions. You will no longer wake up expecting disappointment every day. You will begin to see opportunities with hope instead of anxiety. I am restoring the part of you that became tired from constant struggle. The heaviness you carried for years is beginning to lift because my favor is surrounding your life more strongly than ever before. The money coming toward you will arrive at the right moment, and it will bring relief into areas where stress once dominated your thoughts. You will look back at this season and realize that I was guiding every step, even while you felt uncertain. One day you will understand why certain doors closed and why certain delays happened exactly the way they did. Everything was preparing you for the blessing now approaching your life. Remain close to me, trust my timing completely, and continue walking forward because the breakthrough you prayed for is no longer far away. The pressure, the fear, and the constant uncertainty tried to convince you that struggle would become your permanent reality. But I am stepping into your situation with power, and I am opening doors that no human effort alone could ever force open. The blessing I promised is beginning to move closer, and your season of watching others succeed while you suffer is finally coming to an end. I know the pain you felt every time you checked your finances and saw lack instead of abundance. I know the silent fear that entered your mind during nights when responsibilities felt heavier than your strength. There were moments when you wondered if you would ever feel secure again. Yet even during those painful nights, I was already arranging solutions beyond your understanding. I never ignored your cries, because every tear you shed mattered deeply to me. The enemy wanted your mind to become trapped in hopelessness, because hopeless people stop expecting miracles. He tried to convince you that your prayers no longer carried power and that your waiting season would never end. But what he did not realize is that I was using your difficult season to prepare a testimony greater than anything you imagined. I was strengthening your spirit while quietly arranging blessings behind closed doors. What is coming toward you now is connected to prayers you almost forgot you prayed. Type 222 if you trust God. You must stop believing that your current situation defines your future. Many people around you judged your life based on what they could see outwardly. They saw your struggles, your delays, and your hardships, but they could not see the favor resting over your destiny. They thought your silence meant weakness, but I was teaching you endurance in hidden places. They assumed you would remain stuck forever, but I already planned your rise long before they formed their opinions about you. The financial blessing approaching your life is connected to divine timing. There were opportunities that looked good in earlier seasons, but they would have damaged your peace if I allowed them to happen too soon. Some closed doors were actually acts of protection, even though they hurt you deeply at the time. I know you questioned why certain things failed despite your effort and prayers. But now you are beginning to step into the season where delayed answers are finally being released. What once felt impossible will soon become reality before your eyes. Do not fear the changes that are coming, because I am guiding every step carefully. Sudden blessings can make people nervous because they are unfamiliar with receiving good things after long periods of disappointment. But I am healing your heart from the expectation of failure. You have spent years preparing emotionally for bad news because hardship became familiar to you. Now I am teaching your spirit to prepare for favor, increase, and unexpected opportunities instead. There are people who secretly believed you would never recover from your difficult seasons. Some expected your faith to collapse completely after everything you endured. They watched you struggle financially, emotionally, and mentally, assuming that pressure would eventually destroy your confidence. But they underestimated the power of my hand over your life. What they saw as weakness was actually the process of transformation taking place inside you. My child, I need you to remain humble while blessings begin flowing into your life. Wealth without wisdom can destroy people quickly, and success without spiritual grounding can lead hearts away from truth. That is why I spent time shaping your character before opening larger doors for you. I taught you compassion through struggle so you would never become arrogant when abundance arrived. The blessing I place in your hands must strengthen your spirit instead of controlling it. You are entering a season where peace will slowly replace panic. For too long, your mind lived under constant stress because every problem felt urgent and overwhelming. You carried fears about bills, responsibilities, and the future every single day. Sometimes the pressure became so heavy that even resting felt impossible. But I am lifting that burden little by little because I never intended for fear to rule your life forever. The money I am sending into your life is connected to restoration in many areas. It will restore confidence where shame once lived. It will restore joy where exhaustion once dominated your thoughts. It will restore stability where chaos kept stealing your peace. Most importantly, it will remind you that I am still faithful even after long seasons of waiting. There were times when you felt embarrassed asking for help because pride and pain fought against each other inside your heart. You wanted to appear strong while secretly feeling overwhelmed by everything happening around you. I saw those hidden battles clearly, even when nobody else noticed them. I saw you continue moving forward despite emotional exhaustion. That quiet endurance mattered more than you understand right now. Type 1010 to claim miracles. Why are thousands suddenly becoming financially free? Because they discovered a 9-word wealth password hidden in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected money, cleared debts, and new opportunities. Some say the results feel almost divine. Scientists confirm it activates a powerful, ancient part of your brain linked to wealth and abundance. But now that it's leaked, it won't stay available for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Some blessings are arriving through people you least expect. Conversations that seem ordinary will suddenly become important. Doors that looked permanently closed will unexpectedly open in front of you. Opportunities will begin appearing in ways that feel too precise to be coincidence. This is because my hand is already moving behind the scenes in your favor. I am able to create change faster than human understanding can explain. Do not compare your journey with the journeys of others around you. Comparison has stolen too much joy from your heart already. You watched people succeed while your own prayers seemed delayed, and that created silent frustration inside your spirit. But every person walks through a different process, and your path required preparation that others could not see. The future I planned for you carries purpose beyond temporary success alone. I know you became tired of waiting. I know there were moments when disappointment almost convinced you to stop believing altogether. Yet every painful delay was preparing you for a blessing greater than what you originally expected. If certain things had happened earlier, you would not have been emotionally ready to protect them properly. Now your wisdom has grown through experience, and your spirit has become stronger through endurance. You are not cursed, forgotten, or abandoned. Those lies came from fear and pain, not from me. I have remained beside you through every difficult chapter, even during moments when you felt spiritually empty. I protected your life when danger surrounded you unseen. I preserved your future when discouragement tried to pull you away from hope completely. Nothing the enemy planned against you was powerful enough to cancel my purpose for your life. My child, learn to recognize the small signs of favor already appearing around you. Sometimes blessings begin quietly before they become obvious publicly. A peaceful feeling, an unexpected opportunity, a sudden connection, or a surprising conversation can all become part of the breakthrough I am building for you. Do not ignore those moments, because I often move through ordinary situations to create extraordinary outcomes. The season ahead will require trust, because rapid change can feel overwhelming at first. You have spent so much time surviving that abundance may feel unfamiliar to your mind. But I am teaching you how to receive blessings without fear. I am teaching you how to walk confidently instead of constantly expecting disaster. The future I prepared for you contains provision, restoration, and peace beyond what you currently understand. Some mornings you woke up already exhausted before the day even began because pressure had become such a constant part of your life. But I am stepping into your situation now with power, and the heaviness that followed you for years will not follow you into the season I am bringing you toward. You have spent too much time believing that struggle would always define your future. The enemy whispered lies into your mind repeatedly until fear started sounding like truth. He wanted you to believe that financial peace was meant for other people but never for you. He wanted you to stop expecting blessings because hopelessness weakens the spirit. Yet through every painful moment, I continued protecting the future I prepared specifically for your life. There are blessings connected to your name that cannot be stolen by jealousy, delay, or human opposition. What I decided for your future remains secure because my authority is greater than every obstacle standing before you. Some people attempted to block your progress through negativity, manipulation, and hidden envy. Others underestimated you because they only focused on your struggles instead of recognizing my hand over your destiny. But no opinion, no betrayal, and no attack can cancel what I already promised for your life. Type Amen if you still believe. I know you sometimes wondered why you had to endure so many painful seasons while others seemed to move forward easily. You questioned why your prayers appeared delayed, even when your heart remained sincere before me. But there were things happening behind the scenes that your eyes could not yet understand. I was protecting you from traps disguised as opportunities and separating you from situations that would have harmed your future deeply. What felt like rejection was often divine protection preparing you for something much greater. The financial breakthrough approaching your life is arriving with purpose. I am not only sending provision into your hands, I am restoring dignity after seasons where embarrassment tried to silence your confidence. I am restoring peace after years of anxiety controlled your thoughts daily. I am restoring hope after disappointment convinced you that nothing would ever truly change. The blessing will touch every area where pain once left scars on your heart. My child, the reason I kept you hidden for so long is because some blessings grow best away from the noise of people who carry wrong intentions. There are individuals who would have drained your energy, used your kindness, and celebrated your downfall if they had access to what I prepared for you too early. That is why certain delays became necessary. I needed to separate your destiny from unhealthy influences before opening greater doors. What I am releasing now comes at the right time because your spirit has become stronger and wiser through every trial. You must stop speaking defeat over yourself. Too many times you looked at your situation and declared negative things about your future because pain blinded your vision. But your future is not built on fear. Your future is built on my promises and my power. The words you speak over your life matter deeply because they shape the atmosphere surrounding your thoughts and emotions. Begin expecting goodness again, because the season ahead carries opportunities you once thought were impossible. I know there were moments when loneliness became heavy on your heart. You felt abandoned by people you trusted, and disappointed by those who promised support but disappeared during difficult times. Some relationships ended painfully because certain people were never assigned to walk into your next season with you. I removed individuals quietly because they would have damaged your peace later. Even the heartbreaks you experienced became part of the protection surrounding your destiny. Why are over 19,547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150 million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing, this password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it's spreading fast and could be taken down any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The money coming into your life will not arrive to create pride inside you. I am blessing you because I know the pressure you carried silently while trying to survive. I know the nights when fear kept you awake, worrying about responsibilities you could barely handle. I know the moments when you smiled publicly while privately feeling overwhelmed by exhaustion. I watched every hidden struggle, and now I am bringing relief into areas where stress once ruled constantly. Type 555 to receive favor. There are miracles already moving in your direction that you cannot yet see clearly. Conversations are happening about you in rooms you never entered. Doors are opening quietly while you continue wondering if anything is changing. Opportunities are being prepared by my hand while you still believe you are stuck in the same place. Never assume silence means inactivity, because I often work most powerfully in unseen places before visible breakthroughs appear. Some of the greatest blessings enter people's lives suddenly after long seasons of waiting. One moment everything looks ordinary, and the next moment everything changes completely. This is why I keep telling you not to lose hope now. You are much closer to breakthrough than your emotions currently realize. The enemy keeps trying to discourage you because he senses the shift approaching your life. But discouragement cannot stop what I already decided to release into your hands. My child, I need you to remain spiritually grounded when blessings begin arriving rapidly. Sudden increase can become dangerous for people who forget where their help truly comes from. Stay humble before me, even when your circumstances improve. Continue praying when doors begin opening. Continue trusting me when favor surrounds your life visibly. The safest place for your heart will always remain close to me. You are entering a season where your testimony will encourage others who feel trapped in hopelessness. People who once watched your struggle will eventually witness your restoration. They will see peace returning to your face and confidence returning to your spirit. Some will be shocked by how quickly your circumstances begin changing because they expected you to remain stuck forever. But I specialize in restoring broken situations and bringing light into dark places. Do not allow fear to make you suspicious of every blessing coming toward you. I know pain taught you to expect disappointment because many things in your past ended painfully. But not every open door carries destruction. Some opportunities are genuine answers to prayers you prayed years ago. I am teaching you how to receive good things without constantly fearing loss. The next chapter of your life will require courage, because growth often feels unfamiliar at first. You became comfortable with surviving because struggles stayed around you for so long. But now I am teaching your spirit how to walk in abundance instead of anxiety. I am teaching you how to trust peace instead of constantly expecting disaster. Healing is taking place inside your mind little by little each day. There are financial burdens that will soon leave your life permanently. Debts, worries, and pressures that haunted your thoughts will begin losing power over you. I am creating pathways for provision that no person around you could have predicted. The blessing coming toward you carries my fingerprints all over it because only I could arrange events this precisely. When it happens, you will know deep inside your spirit that I was the one guiding everything all along. My child, never forget that your value was never connected to the amount of money you possessed. Even during your hardest seasons, you remained precious in my eyes. Your struggles never reduced your worth, and your delays never cancelled your destiny. I loved you during your lowest moments, just as deeply as I will love you during your seasons of abundance. The blessing is not proof that I suddenly care about you now. It is proof that my timing for release has finally arrived. But I need you to understand that the season of constant struggle is not your final destination, because I am already moving blessings toward you that will change the atmosphere around your life completely. You have spent years surviving situations that should have broken you completely. Many people would have given up after facing the disappointments, delays, and emotional exhaustion you endured. Yet you kept moving forward even while your strength felt weak. That quiet perseverance mattered deeply to me because it revealed the faith still alive inside your heart. I never ignored your endurance, and I never overlooked the sacrifices you made while trying to hold your life together. There are blessings attached to your obedience that are now beginning to unfold. Every time you chose hope instead of bitterness, you moved closer to the future I prepared for you. Every time you continued trusting me despite uncertainty, another door quietly opened behind the scenes. You could not see everything happening spiritually because much of my work occurs before visible evidence appears. But now, the hidden process is beginning to reveal itself through unexpected opportunities and divine favor entering your life. Type 1111 to affirm. My child, do not allow fear to make you believe that your best days already passed. The enemy wanted you trapped in memories of failure so you would stop expecting restoration. He wanted your confidence destroyed because confident faith creates room for miracles. That is why attacks against your peace became so intense during recent seasons. The closer your breakthrough moved toward you, the harder discouragement tried to enter your mind. But what I placed over your life cannot be destroyed by fear, delay, or human negativity. The financial blessing approaching your life will arrive with divine timing and purpose. I am not bringing temporary relief that disappears quickly. I am establishing stability in places where chaos controlled your emotions for far too long. The weight that rested on your shoulders every morning will begin lifting little by little. The anxiety connected to survival will slowly lose its grip over your thoughts. I am restoring peace to your spirit because peace is part of the blessing I promised you. Can 9 simple words really change your financial life? More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. Brain experts were shocked when they discovered this password works up to 20x faster than the law of attraction. People are repeating it daily and watching money flow like water into their lives. Some even believe the results are so powerful, it feels divine. But this breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. There were moments when you questioned your worth because hardship continued following you repeatedly. You started wondering if something was wrong with you because doors kept closing unexpectedly. But many of those closed doors were acts of protection instead of punishment. Some opportunities would have distracted you from your purpose completely if I allowed them to succeed. Other relationships would have drained your energy and delayed your growth even longer. I saw dangers you could not recognize at the time, so I protected your future by saying no to certain things. You are now entering a season where hidden favor will begin becoming visible publicly. People who once ignored you will suddenly notice changes around your life. Individuals who doubted your future will become confused by the peace and confidence returning to your spirit. Some will wonder how everything shifted so quickly after watching you struggle for so long. But they do not understand the process you walked through privately with me. They only see the outcome while I witnessed every painful step of the journey. I know there were nights when you cried because you felt exhausted by responsibilities that never seemed to end. You carried worries about money, family, and the future until your heart became heavy from constant pressure. Yet even during those dark moments, I continued protecting your mind from completely collapsing under fear. You survived because my strength remained with you, even when your own strength became weak. What is coming now is connected to every battle you endured faithfully. Type yes if you trust God's timing. My child, stop thinking that your story is too broken for restoration. I specialize in rebuilding lives that people assume are beyond repair. I bring light into situations that appear hopeless to human understanding. I create opportunities in places where doors looked permanently closed. Nothing about your current condition is too difficult for me to transform. The same power that carried you through painful seasons is now preparing to elevate you into a new chapter filled with peace and provision. The money coming into your life will not only change external circumstances, it will also begin healing internal wounds created through years of struggle. Constant lack forced you to live in survival mode for too long. You became used to expecting disappointment because hardship appeared more familiar than peace. But I am renewing your thinking little by little. I am teaching your spirit how to receive blessings without fear and how to embrace hope without expecting loss immediately afterward. Some blessings arrive quietly before they become visible to everyone else. A conversation, an unexpected connection, or a sudden opportunity can become the beginning of complete transformation. That is why I need you to stay spiritually alert during this season. Do not dismiss small moments because I often use simple situations to create powerful outcomes. What appears ordinary today may become the doorway to your breakthrough tomorrow. My child, I also need you to protect your heart carefully when your situation begins improving. Not everyone around you will celebrate your growth sincerely. Some people felt comfortable while you struggled because your pain made them feel secure about themselves. But when my favor begins lifting you higher, hidden jealousy inside certain individuals will reveal itself clearly. Remain humble, remain kind, but also remain wise about who receives access to your peace and your future. You are no longer walking toward defeat. The direction of your life is changing even now while you listen to these words. I am removing heaviness from your spirit and replacing it with expectation. I am removing confusion from your mind and replacing it with clarity. I am removing fear from your heart and replacing it with confidence in my promises. The season ahead will look different from the painful years behind you. There are financial doors opening that no person can shut. Opportunities connected to your destiny are beginning to align at the correct time. Delays that frustrated you for years are finally reaching completion because the process of preparation is ending. You will soon witness changes that make you realize why certain prayers seemed unanswered for so long. Everything happened according to a greater purpose that you could not fully understand before now. I know you sometimes felt invisible while watching others receive opportunities you desperately needed yourself. You questioned why people overlooked your efforts and ignored your value, but I was developing something deeper inside you during those hidden seasons. Public recognition without spiritual preparation would have damaged your peace. That is why I focused first on strengthening your character before increasing your visibility and favor. My child, never forget that my blessings are not limited by human circumstances. I can create sudden provision where resources looked impossible. I can open pathways that no human connection alone could create. I can restore years of struggle faster than people think is possible. Your breakthrough does not depend entirely on your own strength, because my power is working on your behalf even now. The season ahead will require faith, because abundance may feel unfamiliar after years of surviving hardship. But I am teaching you how to live without constant fear. I am teaching you how to trust peace instead of expecting disaster daily. Healing is already beginning inside your heart, even if you do not fully recognize it yet. Every promise I spoke over your life still stands firm, despite every painful delay you endured. You are not moving backward anymore because I am leading you toward a future filled with favor, provision, and peace. I know you became tired of pretending everything was fine while your heart quietly carried pain nobody else understood. Some people only saw your smile and never realized how much pressure you faced behind closed doors. They did not see the nights you stayed awake worrying about bills, responsibilities, and uncertainty about tomorrow. They did not hear the silent prayers you whispered while asking me for help during moments when you felt emotionally exhausted. But I heard every word, and I saw every tear, even when nobody around you noticed your struggle. What if attracting wealth didn't require hard work, just the right words? This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free, financially free individuals. Scientists say each of these 9 words activates a hidden abundance center deep in your brain. People are using it from home and seeing results in just weeks. It was never meant for the public, and now that it's out, the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The blessing coming into your life is not random. It is connected to promises I spoke over your future long before your current difficulties began. There are things I prepared for you years ago that are finally approaching the correct moment for release. The waiting season felt painful because you could not see what was happening spiritually behind the scenes. Yet during that entire process, I was positioning opportunities, connections, and favor to align at the exact time needed for your breakthrough. Type 888 to receive abundance. My child, stop believing the lie that you have been forgotten. Delay is not abandonment, and silence is not absence. I was working in hidden places while you focused only on visible problems around you. Every closed door protected you from something that would have distracted or damaged your future. Every delay carried purpose, even when you could not understand it emotionally. One day you will look back and realize that my timing saved you from mistakes that would have created deeper pain later. You have spent too much time carrying fear about money. Fear followed you into your mornings, your evenings, and even your moments of rest. It convinced you that struggle would always control your life and that peace was meant for everyone except you. But I am breaking that cycle now because fear cannot remain where my favor is being released. The financial breakthrough approaching your life will create room for healing inside areas where anxiety once ruled constantly. There are people who secretly expected you to fail. They watched your struggles and assumed your situation would never improve. Some smiled publicly, while privately doubting your future completely. Others underestimated you because they judged your life based only on temporary hardship. But they never understood the depth of my hand over your destiny. What they saw as weakness was actually preparation taking place beneath the surface. I know your confidence became damaged through repeated disappointments. After facing so many delays, you began protecting your heart by expecting less from life. You stopped dreaming boldly because disappointment felt safer than hope. But I did not create you to live trapped inside fear forever. I created you to walk with confidence, peace, and assurance that my provision will sustain you through every season. That is why I am restoring courage inside your spirit, little by little. Type 1212 if you believe God is working. The money coming toward you carries more than financial value. It carries relief after years of stress. It carries restoration after seasons of emotional exhaustion. It carries dignity after moments when embarrassment tried to silence your confidence. I know how painful it felt watching others move forward while you remained stuck fighting survival battles daily. But your story is changing now because the season of constant lack is ending. You must remain spiritually grounded when blessings begin appearing more rapidly. Some people lose themselves when sudden favor enters their lives because they forget who carried them through difficult seasons. Never allow pride to replace gratitude in your heart. Continue seeking me even when doors begin opening around you. Continue praying even when peace returns to your life. The safest place for your spirit will always remain close to me. My child, certain opportunities will arrive unexpectedly, so do not ignore moments that seem small at first. Sometimes a simple conversation becomes the beginning of complete transformation. Sometimes an unexpected invitation opens the doorway to long-awaited breakthrough. I often move through ordinary situations to create extraordinary outcomes. Stay attentive because I am guiding your steps more closely than you realize. There were moments when loneliness became one of your greatest struggles. You felt unsupported during seasons when you desperately needed encouragement. Some people disappeared when life became difficult for you, and their absence wounded your heart deeply. But I allowed certain separations because not everyone assigned themselves permission to walk into your next season. Some people were connected only to your pain, not your purpose. I know you felt frustrated watching doors open for others, while your own prayers seemed delayed repeatedly. Comparison quietly stole joy from your spirit because you measured your journey against the visible success of people around you. But your process required different preparation because your calling carries different responsibilities. I was building strength inside you that could only develop through endurance and patience. Nothing about your suffering was wasted because every difficult season shaped you for what is now approaching. Type Amen if you are ready for breakthrough. My child, the blessing I am sending into your life will not only affect you, it will also become a testimony for people who lost hope in their own situations. They will see your restoration and realize that I still move powerfully in the lives of those who trust me. Your survival through hardship already carries meaning, but your restoration will carry even greater impact. People who once overlooked you will begin recognizing the favor surrounding your life. I am healing the emotional exhaustion inside your spirit because constant struggle drained your energy for too long. You became used to surviving instead of truly living. Even moments of rest felt temporary because worry constantly remained in the background of your mind. But peace is returning slowly now because I am lifting burdens you were never meant to carry forever. You will begin sleeping with greater peace instead of constant anxiety about tomorrow. The future ahead of you carries provision that cannot be explained by human effort alone. There are breakthroughs approaching your life that will surprise even you. Doors will open in ways you never predicted because I specialize in creating solutions beyond human understanding. Do not limit your expectations based on your current situation, because I am able to transform circumstances suddenly. What looks impossible to you remains completely possible through my power. My child, I also need you to forgive yourself for past mistakes. You spent too much time replaying failures and blaming yourself for seasons that did not unfold the way you hoped. But guilt cannot change the past, and shame cannot create healing. I already knew every weakness, every fear, and every mistake before calling you forward into your destiny. Nothing about your imperfections surprised me. My mercy covered you even during moments when you felt unworthy of love or restoration. Why are neuroscientists calling this a wealth trigger? Because over 19,547 people are already using this 9-word password, and their lives are changing fast. Unexpected deposits, cleared debts, a completely upgraded lifestyle. Scientists say it taps into a 150-million-year-old brain system that controls abundance and financial flow. It's already changed the lives of thousands in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. The financial increase approaching your life is connected to a larger purpose than temporary comfort alone. I am giving you stability so you can walk with peace instead of fear. I am giving you provision so your mind can rest from constant survival pressure. I am giving you breakthrough because your suffering season lasted long enough already. The next chapter of your life will not resemble the painful chapters behind you, but I did not allow you to survive everything you faced just to leave you defeated at the edge of your breakthrough. The blessing I prepared for you is moving closer each day, and soon the evidence of my favor will become impossible to ignore. There were nights when you sat alone replaying painful memories in your mind. You remembered betrayals, failures, and moments when life felt unfair beyond words. Sometimes you wondered why you had to fight battles that seemed larger than your strength. But every difficult chapter developed endurance inside you that could not have been built any other way. I was strengthening your spirit quietly while preparing doors that only open at the right appointed time. The enemy wanted you emotionally exhausted because exhausted people stop expecting miracles. He tried to fill your thoughts with fear until you believed disappointment would always follow you. That is why hopelessness tried to settle over your heart repeatedly during recent seasons. But I am removing that heaviness now because your future is not connected to endless struggle. Your future is connected to restoration, peace, favor, and provision flowing through my hand. Type 777 to receive blessings. My child, there are financial miracles already moving toward your life that cannot be stopped by human opposition. People may delay things temporarily, but nobody can cancel what I already decided for your future. I am opening doors in places where you expected rejection. I am creating opportunities through conversations you never imagined would matter. I am bringing favor into situations that once looked completely hopeless. The same people who overlooked you will soon witness changes they cannot explain naturally. You spent too much time believing that your current situation represented your final outcome. But temporary hardship never had the authority to define your destiny permanently. I allowed certain struggles because they were shaping wisdom, humility, and spiritual strength inside you. Without those lessons, the blessing could have damaged your peace instead of protecting it. What I release into your hands now comes after preparation, because I care about preserving your future, not only improving your circumstances temporarily. I know your confidence suffered after repeated disappointments. Every delayed answer created more questions inside your mind. You prayed, waited, and hoped, yet sometimes nothing seemed to change visibly around you. But while you focused on visible delays, I was handling unseen battles on your behalf. There were spiritual attacks against your peace, your destiny, and your confidence that you never fully recognized. Yet I protected you through every hidden battle because your future remains secure in my hands. The blessing approaching your life will restore more than finances. It will restore emotional peace where fear lived for years. It will restore confidence where rejection wounded your heart deeply. It will restore hope where discouragement almost convinced you to stop believing. I am rebuilding parts of you that became tired from carrying too much pain silently. The next chapter of your life carries healing in ways you do not fully understand yet. Type 1111 if you believe your season is changing. My child, I need you to stop speaking negatively over your future. Fear has controlled your expectations for too long already. You became used to preparing for disappointment because life trained you to expect struggle repeatedly. But I am teaching you how to expect goodness again. I am teaching your spirit how to recognize favor instead of immediately fearing disaster. Your mind cannot remain trapped in survival mode forever because I am leading you into a season of restoration. Some people around you secretly celebrated your struggles because your pain made them feel superior. They pretended to support you while privately doubting your future completely. But I saw every hidden intention clearly, even when you remained unaware. That is why certain relationships ended unexpectedly. That is why some connections faded despite your efforts to keep them alive. I was separating you from people who could not enter the next season I prepared for you. You must understand that not every delay was punishment. Many delays became protection from situations that would have drained your peace and distracted your purpose. There were opportunities you desperately wanted that would have led you into deeper frustration later. I closed certain doors because I loved you enough to protect your future from harm you could not yet recognize. One day you will thank me for prayers that seemed unanswered at the time. The money coming toward your life carries responsibility as well as blessing. I am not only providing comfort for you, I am teaching you stewardship, wisdom, and humility through the process. The struggle taught you compassion for others who feel overwhelmed by life. It taught you gratitude for simple moments of peace that many people overlook. It taught you dependence on me when human strength became insufficient. My child, stop comparing your journey to the journeys of others around you. Comparison stole too much peace from your heart already. You watched people succeed quickly, while your own life moved slowly through painful seasons. But every destiny unfolds according to different timing and different preparation. What I built inside you through waiting will sustain you in ways sudden success could never accomplish alone. Your process carried purpose, even when it felt painful emotionally. There are opportunities about to appear that will challenge your fear. You may initially doubt yourself because disappointment trained you to expect